Leather goods are everywhere. Your favorite jacket, that sleek handbag, even the shoes you're wearing right now. But have you ever stopped to think about the environmental cost of these stylish staples? Today, we're diving deep into the hidden impact of leather production and exploring whether sustainable alternatives can save the planet without sacrificing style. Stick around, because this is going to change the way you see leather forever. Welcome back to Objectified, the channel where we unpack the stories behind the things we use every day. Leather has been a symbol of luxury, durability, and craftsmanship for centuries. But its production comes with a hefty environmental price tag. From deforestation to water pollution, the leather industry leaves a mark on the planet that's hard to ignore. In this video, we'll trace the journey of leather goods, uncover their ecological footprint, and spotlight the innovations that could redefine the industry. Let's get started. Leather's story begins thousands of years ago, when early humans discovered that animal hides could be preserved and transformed into durable materials. Tanning, the process of treating raw hides to make them flexible and long-lasting, dates back to ancient civilizations like Mesopotamia and Egypt. These societies used natural substances like tree bark, vegetable oils, and even animal brains to tan hides, a far cry from the chemical-heavy methods we see today. Back then, leather was a byproduct of hunting, made from animals already used for food, so waste was minimal. But as demand for leather grew, so did its environmental toll. Fast forward to the modern era, and leather production has shifted from small-scale craftsmanship to a global industry that processes billions of hides every year. The leather industry has evolved dramatically, but not always for the better. Traditional tanning methods, while labor-intensive, were relatively eco-friendly. Today, most leather is produced using chrome tanning, a faster and cheaper process that relies on toxic chemicals like chromium salts. This method produces vibrant, durable leather, but it comes at a cost. Tanneries generate massive amounts of wastewater laced with heavy metals, which can contaminate rivers and soil. In countries with lax regulations, this pollution devastates local ecosystems and harms communities near tanneries. On top of that, leather production is tied to deforestation. Cattle ranching, the primary source of leather hides, is a leading driver of forest loss in places like the Amazon. Clearing land for grazing not only destroys carbon-absorbing trees, but also releases stored carbon into the atmosphere, accelerating climate change. A single leather handbag might seem harmless, but its supply chain could trace back to a deforested patch of rainforest. But here's the good news: innovation is shaking things up. Sustainable leather alternatives are gaining traction. Plant-based leathers made from pineapple leaves, apple peels, and even mushrooms are hitting the market. These materials mimic the look and feel of leather without the environmental baggage. For example, Pinatex, made from pineapple leaf fibers, uses agricultural waste that would otherwise be burned. Mycelium, leather, grown from mushroom roots, is biodegradable and requires minimal water and energy to produce. Even traditional leather is getting a green makeover, with some tanneries adopting vegetable tanning or recycling wastewater to reduce pollution. Leather has always carried cultural weight. In many societies, it is a status symbol. Think of the iconic leather jacket worn by rebels and rock stars, or the handcrafted leather bags passed down through generations. In indigenous cultures, leather was sacred, used in ceremonial garments and tools, with every part of the animal honored. Today, leather remains a staple in fashion, automotive interiors, and furniture. But its environmental impact is sparking tough conversations. Consumers are demanding transparency, pushing brands to rethink how they source and produce leather. This shift reflects a broader cultural move towards sustainability, where style doesn't come at the expense of the planet. Let's lighten things up with some jaw-dropping facts about leather. Did you know that producing one leather handbag can require up to 17,000 liters of water? That's enough to fill a small swimming pool. Or how about this? The global leather industry is worth over $80 billion annually, yet only a fraction of that goes towards sustainable practices. Here's a wild one. Some luxury brands are now experimenting with lab-grown leather, created from animal cells in a Petri dish. It's real leather, but no animals are harmed, and the process slashes water and energy use. And if you think leather is just for fashion, think again. NASA has used leather in spacecraft interiors for its durability and fire resistance. Who knew leather could be out of this world? Leather goods are timeless, but their environmental impact is a wake-up call. From deforestation and water pollution to chemical waste, the leather industry's footprint is undeniable. Yet, the rise of sustainable alternatives and eco-conscious practices offers hope. Whether it's plant-based leathers, lab-grown hides, or greener tanning methods, the future of leather could be as stylish as it is sustainable. The next time you reach for that leather jacket or bag, consider its journey and the choices you can make to support a healthier planet. If this video opened your eyes to the impact of leather, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who loves their leather goods. Subscribe to Objectified for more deep dives into the objects that shape our world. And let us know in the comments, would you switch to plant-based leather, or is traditional leather still your go-to? Thanks for watching Objectified. We'll be back soon with another story behind the stuff we love. Until then, stay curious, stay sustainable, and we'll see you in the next one.